TV trash. High school was really a crazy time for us all, right? Always rushing to get to class, worrying if you were gonna pass that next test, trying to make the Suggle Ball team, having to save the school from Martians. What? You never experienced that? Well, clearly you never got to go to Galaxy High School! Oh yeah! You thought Goldie Gold and Action Jack was as insane as 80s Saturday morning cartoons could get? That was just the appetizer! Galaxy High School aired on CBS for the 1986 season, and its backstory is almost as crazy as the show itself. Almost. It was originally developed by Sid Iwanter of Tokyo Movie Shinsha under the title High School 2525 with characters designed by, of all people, John Kricfalusi. CBS eventually bought the rights when Michael Chase Walker became the network's head of children's programming and looked to create a lineup akin to what Saturday afternoon at the Bijou used to be like. As a result, 86 saw the likes of Pee-wee's Playhouse, the animated adaptation of Teen Wolf, Wildfire, which I already covered as a TV treasure, and this thing. The show had its title changed and was redesigned by Chris Columbus. Yes, the same one to eventually direct the Home Alone and Harry Potter movies. And I hope you took your crazy pills in advance, cause good golly, Miss Molly, this is a trip of epic proportions. Let's get started. The show primarily centers around two high school students, Doyle and Amy, who were chosen to represent Earth at an intergalactic boarding school called Galaxy High. At the very beginning, Doyle is established as having been a star athlete and extremely popular on Earth, while Amy was a bookworm and an outcast. I'd call the Hollywood homely trope on this show, but it never stated that Amy was considered unattractive on Earth, just not popular due to her caring more about books and studies.
Everybody thought he'd go real far, but he didn't get a thing from the classes he took. You know, he just wasn't interested in his books. Amy was the smartest girl at school, not very popular, not very cool. Two kids will be chosen from Earth to go to school at Galaxy High.
At any rate, the show never states exactly why these two were picked, but we do get what amounts to a true pilot showing their first day at Galaxy High.
I don't want you following me around, expecting me to show you the ropes.
I won't go anywhere near you.
Well, I'll give them credit. They handled that first trip through the Woosher tubes better than Philip J. Fry did.
Psst, tourist.
Hi, I'm Milo DeVenus, your class president. Welcome to Galaxy High.
Get it? This guy is from the planet Venus, so they make him a complete reversal of the Venus de Milo in name and having several arms? Yeah, these characters were designed by John Kay, alright. Anyway, they quickly find out that Galaxy High is different from Earth in more ways than the students all being from a Lovecraft nightmare and the buildings themselves being sentient. It turns out that Amy's smarts are actually valued more here than Doyle's athletic ability, which is why she gets a full scholarship, while Doyle has to go work at the adjacent pizza parlor to pay his way through school.
This isn't fair.
If you did your schoolwork, Doyle, none of this would have happened.
I want to go back to Earth.
I'm afraid that is impossible.
Impossible? Why?
Because Galaxy High School is your last chance to graduate.
And now all you geeks and nerds watching this video are cursing and wishing you got to go to this school. And yeah, even though this school is on an asteroid in the middle of the universe, housing beings from every planet, they still enjoy pizza here.
No, we certainly did not order anchovies.
What? You guys aren't aware that pizza was actually brought to Earth from Alpha Centauri by the same creatures that built the pyramids?
I'd give anything to see a friendly face. Just one friendly face. Well, hi. What a cute little doggy. Aren't you cute?
Sludge! Down, boy! Down, boy! Down! You'll have to excuse Sludge. He loves Earthlings if they're properly salted.
Soon enough, Amy gets her own little clique that includes the absent-minded Bowie Bubblehead, the chatterbox Gilda Gossip, this fashion plate creature called Wendy, and a stalker called the Creep.
I've got a secret. Billy Big Dipper isn't really from Saturn. Clarence Common is flunking everything. And hi, have we met? I'm Bowie, Bubblehead. He's kind of cute.
Amy, you shouldn't have said that.
Why not?
You're gonna be my new best friend, and I'm never gonna leave your side. Never, not once, not even, forget it, no, not.
We're attached.
That's the idea.
Why do you think we call him the Creep?
Meanwhile, Doyle does seem to build a friendship with Milo, but he also has to deal with the resident bullies of the school, led by Beef Bonk, who loves to say that everything stinks, especially Earth. So, how would he know that? Have there been Earthlings at Galaxy High before? Is this the place where Fox Mulder's sister was actually sent to?
Earth stinks.
Oh, yeah? Hey, put me down!
He fell into the French fryer. Can you put them back together?
No problem, Milo. We just toss him into the molecular reconstructor.
Why is it so cold in here?
Professor Eisenstein comes from the planet Froster. He has to keep his classroom cold or he'll melt.
But Doyle does get his chance to show up Beef and impress the rest of the school by facing off against Beef in Suggle Ball.
I think on Earth you call it hooky.
That's hockey.
Yes, only the puck is alive. Come on, hit me. Come on, hit me. You know you want to hit me. Come on, come on.
And there goes the double. Into the net.
Word is they got the idea from all these cartoon animals that held their own Olympics everywhere.
Doyle has won it!
It looks like you're a big man on campus again.
Well, not really. I'm still gonna have to keep proving myself.
You sure will.
The rest of the episodes, I'm gonna be honest, it does kind of look like 90210 in outer space. Well, except that it's animated, so there's no need to try and pass off 30-year-olds as high schoolers. Other than that, there are a lot of stories where the concepts would otherwise fit in with some teen sitcom, though they do take the time to often focus on one member of the main cast. Like when Milo all of a sudden gets alienated by all of his friends and runs off to fall in line with a scam artist who turns him into a living mannequin. And yet he still had more personality in that form than Paris Hilton. Or the time that Doyle has to help out the hated Beef by saving him from a bunch of overweight aliens who want to make him their king and then eat him.
Oh, fudge. Why'd you have to go and do something nice? Now you can't be our high cholesterol.
Say what?
Only the galaxy's most despicable bum gets to be top banana. Now we have to fight another turkey for our super supper.
By saving you, I was saving me.
Apparently the afternoon movies this show was based on were the works of Ed Wood. And then there was a spring break episode on a beach on another asteroid that was going to be destroyed by a supernova.
We've got to warn all the students. Come on. Me? Go to the Supernova? If you flip your flugel, I would melt. You'll have to go in my refrigerated space van. We're cool. Let's go. Cool? Cool is not good enough. We have to freeze.
Still a more believable story than half the movies on USA Up All Night. As far as Doyle and Amy are, they might have been going for that Dave and Maddie relationship, but it really isn't touched on that much. It looks like there might have been an Archie, Betty, Veronica love triangle story developing with Wendy in the middle, especially in that spring break episode, but they never really expanded on Doyle and Amy having any type of romantic interest past that.
Would you like to go to the beach on our next break, huh? One that doesn't blow up?
Sure, I'd like that.
I'll even drive.
Sounds squeegee. Only one thing.
Anything.
Can Wendy go too?
Why, you...
Amy, what are you doing?
Insert your own better love story than Twilight joke here. I get the feeling this show may have been an attempt to showcase the possibility of all cultures living together in harmony, as evidenced by the 11th episode, where our main characters go back in time to learn the school was essentially founded as a way to encourage peace between all of the hostile races in the area. Which is why the next episode was about Martians, who here are portrayed as boring stiff-necks only caring about rules, and their being is a contagious disease.
Ms. Biddy McBrain, principal of Galaxy High?
Yes.
By my order, Galaxy High is now under eternal quarantine due to the presence of Martian mumps. It will be towed to Mars and placed in orbit there.
Good night, you think Ted Cruz wrote that episode? It does look that by the time the last episode of the season was made, the creators knew they weren't coming back. It was this episode where Doyle wakes up from supposedly being in a coma from 15 years and is now back on Earth as a giant, because you had to have a giant or shrinking episode in just about every 80s cartoon. But it doesn't matter, because that was all a dream in one of the most convoluted ways to send a teamwork message that I've ever seen.
Hit me! Hit me! Hit me!
Well, Beef got the winning goal. On the other hand, he couldn't have done it without me. I'm still the best darn Zuggleball player on the whole team.
But the main thing is, this is how the episode ended.
Hey, what a guy, what a friend. I'd like to kick him right in. Bop.
The end!
Well, give them credit for not going as crazy as the Angry Beavers did. Emphasis on crazy, because this show was a freaking space case! I think the main reason this one didn't take off is it just throws too much at you all at once. It's an interesting concept, but there are too many crazy characters to try and remember all of their bizarre personalities at once, and trying to remember all of them while comprehending the crazy interstellar adventures they all go through might have just been too much to process for its audience. Not many of the new shows that debuted that year really took off, and the next couple of seasons were kind of slow for CBS on Saturday morning until they brought in Garfield and Friends and Ninja Turtles, which admittedly were already established franchises, and CBS was the juggernaut of Saturday mornings until the major networks all bowed out of the market in the mid-90s. Despite that, the show did pick up a cult following in the later years, even managing a DVD release from Media Blasters back in 2006. The whole series is currently available through Amazon Instant Video, so if you want to see absolute 80s sci-fi insanity, knock yourself out! It's just too bad there was never a Galaxy High ALF crossover of any kind. You're about to direct me to some fanfic I'm gonna regret reading, aren't ya? See you next time on TV Trash.